got there super early. There was like a little bit of queue, but the test itself, about your TB test, they want to be sure. They gave me 2 results. Now in IHS, okay? Now your IHS depends. 446, that money is gone. I didn't get a date, so I had to pay another 38,500 down. So those are for us who had uploaded our tuition, your CAS, your job letter. So my bank statement, first of all, I used my personal statement. I made sure it was more than 28 days. I've not just done just my own application. I've actually assisted some other people in their applications, and they are big on bank statement. So that I got something called an NSF Mail, a copy of it. I was 100% sure that they would stamp that visa. So this is the new visa, and this is the old one. London content coming. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chi Dominica, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. So as you can tell by the title of this video, you guys, your girl got her UK visa approved. Around the applause for me, please. And I'm going to be sharing all of my journey. If you don't know, I applied from Nigeria. I'm Nigerian. I went back home and I applied for my UK visa from Nigeria. So I'm going to be sharing all of my experiences with you guys. And this video is actually going to be in different parts. So this first part, I'll just be sharing, the documents that I use every step of the way, how much is involved and all of that good stuff. And then along the line, I got something called an NSF Mail. So just in case you get that type of email during your application, or if you've not applied and in case you see it, or if you've gotten it and you're confused, just stay tuned. I'm going to explain all of that towards the end of this video. And I'll also be sharing my reaction, when I got my visa. Okay, But anyways, that's what this particular video is going to be all about, you guys. I'll be sharing my journey with you guys. So let's just jump right into this video, okay? So I'll be adding clips from, the different days and, the ups and downs and all that good stuff in this video, okay? Now, let me also add that I did all of my visa processing by myself. I didn't make use of no agent. I did not pay anybody to do anything. I paid everything by myself. I did everything. So I'll be sharing everything with you guys. And if you have the intention of applying for a UK visa, you don't know where to start from, you want someone to help you out, I don't mind, you guys. I'm going to put my email right here. It's chidominfo@gmail.com. You can hit me up, and of course I'll be glad to assist you along the way and all that good stuff. The steps I'm going to be giving you practically applies to different categories of visa. It's like a general information that you need for any type of visa. In my case, I had gotten two UK visas in total, okay? So this is like basically the same step that I use for both of them. Now the very first one I didn't use it, which I will still explain further down, later down in this video. You guys would see the both visas and all of that good stuff. So let's just jump right into this down, guys, so that I don't miss out on anything. Now the very first step is your TB test, okay? Now I did mine in Lagos because I live in Lagos, so it was very easy for me. If you don't stay in Lagos, you'll have to travel down to either Lagos or Abuja. I think, yeah, they do it in those two places. Now I did mine in Lagos. Now to apply, you have to apply online, of which I had a little bit of hiccups while trying to apply because they were not responding. So I had to email IOM and I told them, look, I'm trying to get TB, my TB test done and so on and so date. Like you apply for, let's say, a short-term visa, like a visitor's visa, you'll be in the UK for less than 6 months. You don't need to go through this stress. But if you'll be in the UK for longer than that, you have to go through this stress. So as I was saying, you guys, so I emailed IOM and I told them, look, I'm trying to get a date and it's not working. Now eventually I rectified that. Please don't make the mistake of going to IOM's office at Ikeja to go and try and book a test, because nobody will answer you. If you go there, they'll send you right back. So you have to do everything online. You can email, you can call, and all of that good stuff, okay? Now I got that out of the way and I got a date. Now on that day, like I said, I'll be adding clips, okay? On that day I got there super early. There was like a little bit of queue, but the queue was not like something that would that would make you stand for hours or something like that. So my appointment was by 7. I got there before 7. I was there on time. Now when we got to the venue, we're told that I think people were much on that particular day, so we were told that we won't be using the same venue where I was allotted to. Now nobody told us that. We just went inside and we were like, okay, all of you doing your UK, if you're here for UK, go into this bus. They just piled us inside one bus like that. I was like, why you guys should tell us what's happening? Where are you taking us to? You want to kidnap us? But eventually they took us to a different IOM center, which was still on that same is it drawn, so don't be scared if you are being packed into a bus, or if somebody asks you to go into a bus or something. That was my own experience anyway, so you might not experience that. So they took us there, and we sat down. They gave us a form to fill. We filled the form online and all of that good stuff. It was pretty smooth. It wasn't anything too chaotic. And then they eventually let us go inside, followed all the steps by steps, go into the changing room. Now the test itself did not take too long. Like once we go inside, you just change. They give you clothes. There are clothes for you there to change into. You change into it, and within 5 minutes you're out. Okay, so that was that. Now the test was done. Now after the test, you still have to stay back and wait for the result. So in total, I spent about 5 hours. I'll add a short clip here from that day. So you guys, I'm done, and it's 11:30. I'm actually very hungry. I cannot even talk too much right now, but I'm done. And I've gotten a certificate to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, under 5 hours. So that's it. But I'm very hungry. I have to go and eat this fish. Ciao. So guys, as you must have heard, I spent just 5 hours there and I got my results. Now this TB test, I think I paid, was it 57,800? Roughly approximately 60,000. Now when you add transport fare and all of that, you're looking at, let's say 70, 80 there. Because I live very far from the place, so my Uber and all of that good stuff. So you should know, how to budget yourself and, roughly the amount that you would spend. Now that's by the way. So now in my own case, like you guys would see from one of the clips that I would insert here, I got 2 results. Okay, so now the embassy, they are particular about your TB test. They want to be sure you don't have TB. Okay, they want to be sure you don't have TB. But if they pick up something else, so I have a health condition that will definitely show whenever anybody does something like an X-ray on me, a chest X-ray. So the doctor picked it up. So he gave me another result. Like it's like a follow-up that I should go to the GP and follow it up. And he even said that he's probably sure that I know about it. I'm like, yes, I know about it. So they gave me 2 results. Now in my application, I put the 2 results there because the main result would have, it would be written there that they found something else, okay, but not TB. So I put the 2 results just in case you have that type of situation. Don't put one and remove one. I just put everything they gave me like that together in my application. So that's that for TB test. Now after the TB test, you get it the same day. Like I said, the main thing is getting the application date. Okay, try and get one on time. Now after the TB test, up next was my visa application process. Now if you're going to be in the UK for more than 6 months again, you have to pay something called your IHS. Okay, now your IHS depends on what type of visa you're coming on, how long is the duration of the visa. They will calculate your IHS for you. Okay, so you have to go to the website. I'm going to insert the website here. Go and look for what type of visa you're applying for, and you can even calculate up front how much your IHS would be. Okay, they will calculate this for you. Just put your visa type and they will calculate this for you. So you're paying your IHS. Now that insurance money is for when you come over to the UK, if you fall sick and stuff like that. That's where they will take out the money from, because healthcare is free in the UK. Okay, but if you don't fall sick, that money is gone. Support to you've dashed to them that money. Okay, but now God forbid your visa is denied, you get back that money. So anyway, nobody wants to get it back. Just support to it's part of the money you pay for UK visa. Okay, just say goodbye to that money, because if you're applying, you want to get your visa. Okay, I'm praying you don't fall sick as well. So yeah, now that's that for IHS. So you pay your IHS first. Now when you're done paying your IHS, you go ahead and pay your visa application fee. That's why I said these things I'm sharing is for like any visa at all. I don't know, name it student visa, other types of visas, whatever. Visas that would make you stay in the UK for more than 6 months is literally the same process. Literally, these are like the major documents that you need. Okay, now after paying your IHS, your visa application fee, up next you pay that one, like I said, depending on type of visa that you're applying for. Now let's talk about the visa application itself. Okay, now on that day, first of all, before we talk about other supporting documents, let me walk you guys through what would happen on the day of your appointment. So after you've paid your IHS, your visa application, you have your TB, you've packaged your application, you need to get an appointment date for you to go and do your biometrics. Okay, because I live in Lagos, still in Lagos, that was the same place I went to do my own. Now we have 2 centers in Lagos where you can do your biometrics. I chose the Ikeja one because I'm used to that Ikeja area and it's a bit closer to my house. Okay, now people would say, I heard things like, oh, there's usually lots of queue at the Ikeja center. Well, I don't know, but there are different types of appointments that you pick. So the day I was looking for appointment, I didn't get a date. So I had to pay another 38,500 naira so that I can get a closer date, because I was trying to apply in April, but they said there was no biometric date in April anymore, that it has to be all the way to June, July. And I'm like, no, I don't have that much time to wait. So I eventually paid that 38,500, and then I got the date in April. I got like the following week, okay, when I was ready, and I got that the following week. So you can do that. Bear in mind that you might not get a closer date and you might have to pay that money, okay? Now, another thing I did was that I applied, like I said, I applied myself, but I uploaded all of my documents online before the day of the application, because that really made my life so swift on that day. Like, I just got there. So after I picked the date, I think it was 20th of April. I went there, I got there on that day. My time was like 3 p.m. so I got there on time. Don't go there like super early, because you might stand outside, but I got there like an hour before. So I waited at the restaurant, had something to eat, and then I came downstairs. So like, I think 15 minutes before the time, 5 minutes there about, they'll start letting you in, they'll tell you. So eventually they let me in, and I sat down. So those of us who had uploaded our documents online, they moved us to a different path. Then those who they had to help them upload their documents. Now, if you cannot upload it online, please pay them to upload it for you. I was able to do that because, like I said, it's not my first time. This is a visa that I've applied for before, and I was confident that I could do it myself. So if you can't do it, pay them. Just go there that day with all your documents and pay them a particular sum, and they'll upload it for you. So those of us that had uploaded it, we just went upstairs, we went inside, they took my passport, they did everything that they were doing, just follow the steps, follow them one by one after the other. And then eventually it got to my turn. Now, if you go up there, they will be displaying your application number, that GWF something, they will display it on the screen. So you look out for it, look out for which number you would go to. Like, you just have to be very observant, okay, and ask questions. If at any point you don't know anything, feel free to ask questions. There are so many officials around that you can ask. So eventually I did my biometrics. That did not even take me more than an hour. Like, from the time I got there to the time it was my turn for biometrics. I don't know, if you go and you have a different experience, let's say I said it won't take more than an hour. So if, let's say, you're traveling from Lagos, from a different state to Lagos, you need to plan very well, okay? Plan for, just in case your own takes longer. Maybe you should plan to sleep over in Lagos that day, something like that. But for me, it didn't take more than an hour. My time was 3 o'clock. Before 5 p.m. I was done. I was on my way home, okay? So now that was for the biometrics. Now, there are 2 ways when your visa comes out. There are 2 ways you can pick up your passport. It's either you let them send it to you via DHL, or you come back to pick it. Me, I wasn't even going to risk that, because I heard one very funny story. Somebody's whatever got missing while they were sending. I don't know, but I just said, please, I'll come back here. This same place where I'm submitting my passport, I'll come back here and pick it up when it comes out. So my own visa, I didn't do anything like priority or whatever. I wanted it to take the normal 3 weeks. Ain't nobody got money to be splashing. I was not in a hurry. So, but my own came out even almost a month after. So up next, before you apply for this visa, let's talk about the most important thing, your bank statement. You guys, the UK embassy, no matter how much you try to package your application, every other thing. Now, like I said, other documents aside your TB testing, your IHS, your application fee, and your bank statement, other documents will be pertinent to what you want to go and do in the UK. If you're going for studies, you're adding your your tuition, your CAS, and so on and so forth. If you're going for, let's say, a job, you're adding your job letter, your all those other things. So it depends on what type of visa you're going for. That will determine every other document. If you're applying for a visitor's visa, you don't need TB testing. That's a short-term visitor's visa, less than 6 months. You'll be there for less than 6 months. You don't need TB, you don't need IHS. You just need to let them know where you're going to, what you're going to do, Now, this entire thing would determine how much would be in your bank statement. So your bank statement, how much they want to see in your bank statement, it depends on what you're going to do. So if you're going to tell them, oh, you want to be in the UK for, let's say, more than 10 months, more than 11 months, it's there on the website, okay? There's a specific amount of money they want to see. So don't make the mistake of giving them something less than what they've told you they want to see. And don't put something this thing I'm telling you is an advice that I got, okay, and I actually applied it to my own application. Now, don't put something less, and don't go and heap money that's too much. So the UK visa nowadays, what they want to see is 28 days 28 days. Now by 28 days, they mean don't send them. You can send them, okay, well, it's up to you, but in my case, let me now tell you guys what I did. So my bank statement, first of all, I used my personal statement. My bank statement was in my name. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that I printed the bank statement from, I think, was it first of, because my application was, my biometric date was 20th of April, right? So I think I printed it from, I think, 1st of March to around 2nd of April. Okay, so it was 31 days. I put 31 days there, and that was it. I didn't print before, I didn't print after. I just printed 31 days statement before the date that I did the application online, if that makes any sense. So I made sure it was more than 28 days, like the money was in the account. The amount of money that I needed them to see was in the account for more than 28 days. And of course, the account was a working account, okay? It was about, I was doing all of that transactions, you know, the part where I paid for all my visa, my IHS, everything, was, the money was coming out of that same account. But the balance was still, you know, more than what they wanted to see. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. The money I used for all my applications and all of that, I was withdrawing it from that account, and all other expenses that I was making. But the money, let's just assume you want them to see, let's say 5 million naira, 10 million naira in my account. I made sure that whatever I was doing, my bank statements, like the remaining balance, did not go less than that 5 million or less than that 10 million, while, you know, during that 28 days duration. So the point is, you have to put the money in your account for more than 28 days, nothing less. If you make the money become, let's say, 4 million within that 28 days, you can't use that bank statement. Okay, if you make it become, let's say, 9 million and you want to see something above 10 million, you cannot use that bank statement. You have to start counting another 28 days afresh with that 10 million in that account or that 5 million in that account. So for me, I know I've not just done just my own application. I've actually assisted some other people in their applications, and I know the UK embassy, they are big on bank statements. So don't make this mistake of giving them the wrong statement. Okay, now that's about that. So let me add the clip where, you know, I talked about the whole NSF email somewhere in this video. Stay tuned.
After I applied for my visa, I got something called an NSF Mail. Okay, that means a non-straightforward email. I'm going to attach like a copy of it here and maybe a screenshot or something. And that email simply said, "Oh, your application will be delayed because, you know, your application is not straightforward." I'm like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Like, what do you mean? Because I know, like, for the fact that, in fact, I was 100% sure that they would stamp that visa because I put in every necessary document that was needed. And with the UK embassy, what they need to see is that you have the right documents. Okay, they're not going to stress you. Once you give them what you want to see, they need to stamp your visa for you. So when I got that email, I was like, okay, what does this mean? So I started looking it up, and it simply said it's like a spam email. Yeah, they just randomly send it out to people. Okay, it doesn't like, you know, depict what would happen with your application. They just like select some people and just push it out. So if you get that mail at any point, do not panic. This is me telling you that it has nothing. If they will give you a visa, they will give it to you. If it was a visa application that was going to be denied or something, they will deny it, not because they sent you the mail now. Then you start panicking. Okay, if you're sure you know what you sent there, okay, they're going to give you your visa. So eventually my visa came out and it was stamped. Glory be to God. I was like, because what does this email even mean? But before the visa came out, okay, in my case, let me show you guys something. I had one UK visa before that I didn't make use of. Now this is my old passport, okay. I had one UK visa before that I didn't make use of. This is it right here. So I had one before, and then this is my new passport. And this is the one where they now eventually stamped the visa for me. So this is the new visa, and this is the old one. No more. Okay, yeah. So this is it. 2 weekly visas. So when I got that mail, I was like, does it have to do with the fact that I had one before and I didn't make use of it? So that was what, you know, crossed my mind. But I clarified all of that in my application, which is why the way you package your application will actually determine like the outcome of your visa. Now, in my case, I had been traveling. If you've been following my previous videos, you'll see that I don't have like a very, as you can tell, actually, I have 3 passports at the moment. So I've been traveling for a while now. So I had to like clarify, places I've been to. I sent them all my past visas, and they will check all of those things. They will check and be sure that you've not overstayed anyway and all of that good. So that's why I said I was very confident in my application because I put in everything that they needed to see there. So that was not a problem. So if you ever get an NSF mail, do not panic. I got it and I still got my visa.
Okay, so guys, that's about the NSF mail. Like I explained, I told you guys I started shooting this video a very long time ago. So this is just me compiling everything together for you guys. So if you watch this video, you want to apply for a UK visa, you should have picked up one or two things from this video. Now that's about the NSF mail. So eventually, like I said, it didn't mean anything, and I eventually got my visa. Let me show you guys my reaction the day I got my visa. Okay, so you guys, let's open. Hey God, Jesus Christ. No. My cheeks have been paining me since I got that letter. Where I'm smiling. But seeing is believing. They put another bag. Okay.
So nice. For what?
So that if I want to send it back to them, say, I don't want your visa anymore. Take it back. You can use that bag. Okay, first of all, you guys, this is a brand new passport. And the very first visa that is coming on this is a UK visa. Anyways, you guys, that one is by the way. Please excuse my nails. Don't worry, we're gonna fix all of this very soon. So let's open this passport. Blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. Hey, London content coming. Wait for you people will see YouTuber Pro Max. So I'm making mouth like this. I really hope that I have the energy to film when that time comes. See, I'm sweating. I've been dancing. Hey, wow. God is good. Say God is good wherever you are. Say God is good. Peace out, guys. Okay, so you guys, as you can see, your girl was so excited. Now, like I said, I packaged that application in a way that I knew that visa was going to come. Okay, so my whole excitement was that, oh my God, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Lord. This visa is here. Your girl can now move. Your girl can now fly. Anyways, so you guys, this is where we're going to end this video. I'll see you guys in subsequent videos. Up next would definitely be, me trying to leave Nigeria for the United Kingdom. Okay, so feel free to follow me on Instagram, send me an email. You can even leave comments under this video if you have any questions, pertaining to any type of UK visa. I'll be willing to, assist you in my own little way. Okay, ciao.